What is up, guys? This week we are talking about Instagram. Whether you're looking to grow your following or reach a new audience that matches your current goals or current audience, I've got a few easy tricks for you to execute. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of the Building a Buzz podcast. I'm your host, Justin Buzzi. All right, guys, so I'm here this week to give you a little bit of information on how to grow your Instagram. I know it's a tough topic since social media is constantly changing. The algorithm is always a problem, and it seems like organic growth is a lot more difficult than it used to be. And so a lot of people are resorting to spending a lot of money on advertising, whether it's on Facebook or in this specific case on Instagram. So I've got a couple tricks on how to grow your Instagram organically without spending $1. All right, guys, so let's hop right into this. So I've grown at Get Up and Go Kayaking from 0 followers in 2016 up to over 22,000 followers here in 2019. So just over 3 years, I've been able to grow that Instagram over 22,000 people. Now, a lot of that has come from viral marketing and all of the views that we've had across social media, but there are some really true tips and tricks that I've used to grow that following and also allow us to reach the audience that we're looking for without having to spend any money. The first big one that a lot of people don't do and is so easy is just interacting. So many people forget that human interaction is such a needed thing in today's society. And when you get a comment under your Instagram picture, or if you see something or see a picture that you like of someone else's, don't be afraid to interact with those people. A lot of times the people that are interacting with you most are going to be your customers and probably the low-hanging fruit to get them in the door, or if you're a musician, a great way for them to come check out your music. Now, I understand that a lot of you guys are doing different things. You're either trying to grow just your own page or a business page or something in between. But these tips and tricks will really help for anything that you're trying to do, as long as you use it specifically for the industry that you're currently working in or trying to grow. And now the important thing is to find the right customer or right person that you're looking to interact with. And the easiest way to do this is either with the location tags or hashtags. So a lot of times for me, if I'm looking for a potential customer that might be interested in going kayaking in the Orlando area, I'm going to start out by looking up hashtags that include popular kayaking spots around Orlando, or I will just go to the Orlando location tag, or maybe even a location tag of a popular kayaking spot. And I'll start from there, and really I'll just scroll through, see if there's people that are doing similar things and like and interact with their posts. A lot of times people don't even take the time to say something as a comment under someone else's page. And really, it's such an easy way for you to stand out, and it costs $0. It's super easy for you to go to someone's page and say, whoa, that spot looks awesome. And then they're going to see your page and hopefully come and interact with you, check out your page. And who knows, before you know it, they might even be a customer of yours. So it only takes a little bit of research. All you have to do is try and look for these popular hashtags that are being used around your area or in your industry, and then just start interacting with people. And before you know it, your following will start growing and your interactions will start increasing. So it's a really cool way to find the appropriate customer and really be able to interact with them and figure out what their needs are, and also figure out what kind of content they're posting that might be relevant to what you're doing. And this really only takes like 20 to 30 minutes a day. You can go through the popular hashtags or location tags and just like a bunch of pictures and interact with the ones that you think make the most sense. And you'll see right away that a lot of people are going to start interacting back with you. And then step number 2 after you do this is to post a lot of content. It seems like a lot of businesses and a lot of people are so afraid to post content and post a lot of it because the amount of likes might not be there, or because they feel like they don't have the best content in the world. But you don't need these incredible videos and pictures to start out. All you need is a phone, a camera, something that you could take some pictures with that are relevant to what you're doing, and just start posting. And post at least one post on Instagram every day, at least 1 to 3 stories on Instagram every day, and make sure that you're staying consistent. A lot of people will post a bunch of content in a short amount of time and then they'll stop posting. So just spread it out, do 1 post a day, start there, and then continue to grow that number. So you can post usually up to 3, 4, even 5 times a day on Instagram once your page is really popular and you have a lot of interactions without it really hurting your Instagram page in the algorithm. So don't be afraid to post a lot of content, especially when you're starting out. But the most important thing is to be consistent and post every day. And once you're consistent, you really want to make sure that you're including these hashtags that you just spent all this time liking and interacting with on your posts. So now you want to get a list of 30 hashtags that make the most sense to what you're doing to try and reach a bigger audience that might be out there looking for people just like you. So get together that list of 30 and be sure to copy and paste that as a comment under each of your pictures right when you post the picture. That way you don't have to put it in the caption and clutter your caption. You can post it as a comment, but you do have to do it right away, right when you post your picture or video. And I use this really cool resource called displaypurposes.com. It allows you to type in hashtags and it'll bring up other relevant hashtags that make sense to the one that you're inputting into their website. So it's a really cool way for you to find other hashtags that you might not be thinking of or might not be able to find on your own. So I definitely recommend checking that out and trying it for yourself and seeing what hashtags you might be missing out on. And my one last tip is to make sure that you guys use Instagram TV and also Instagram highlights. A lot of people neglect to keep the cool stories that they're posting as highlights. We forget that those go away after 24 hours and then people are never able to see them again. So putting them as an Instagram highlight actually allows people to watch them beyond that 24 hours. So if you have anything really cool to share, make sure to make it a continuous highlight. That way people can have access to that beyond that 24 hours. And really that's it, guys. There's not a whole lot to do when it comes to Instagram to be able to grow your following at a good rate. So if you just continue to use location tags and hashtags to find similar accounts that you guys can follow and interact with, that'll definitely help. Post as much content as you guys can without flooding it, but at least 1 post a day and at least 1 to 3 stories every day just to start out. And then beyond that, use 30 hashtags under your picture or video. Make sure they're relevant hashtags to what you're posting or what your audience is. And use features like IGTV and highlights to make sure that people can find your stuff, not just the 24 hours that you post it, but beyond that. And just remember, guys, it doesn't need to be super professional. It doesn't need to be done up. You can post so many different things. You can make everything look cool on Instagram. There's so many editing apps nowadays that you can add filters and add effects with. So be sure to check those out. But most importantly, just post. I promise you, if you do all of these things, you will see your Instagram following increase. I'd love to hear how you guys are using these tips and tricks. So leave me a note at @J_Buzzi. And as always, make sure to subscribe, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you guys listen to podcasts. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. And as always, have a great day. I'm your host, Justin Buzzi. Until next time.